6 times Michael Jordan embarrassed his opponents. There is one player who changed the sport of basketball. A player so great, he turned casual fans into hardcore fans, and people from across the globe wanted to watch him play. He is an icon. He is the GOAT. He is Michael Jordan, and he will put you on a poster. These are 6 times Michael Jordan embarrassed his opponents. Dikembe Mutombo, or Mount Mutombo, the Congolese player, will always be remembered for his incredible defensive skills, who holds the second most blocked shots in NBA history, and one of the best defenders in the history of the NBA. Unfortunately, he is not the sharpest tool in the shed, and he did something stupid, which was talk trash to Michael Jeffrey Jordan.
Mike, come on, man. Be for real, you haven't got me yet.
Huh?
Mike,
Don't even try it.
you want me to go call Scotty?
You have to call Scotty.
Boy.
What you gonna call Scotty for? I haven't got you recently. Yeah, I agree with
No,
that.
you haven't got me in the 6 years. 1, 2, 3, just go ahead and say it.
Dikembe.
No.
Never.
He said, I'll get you one day.
No. He never dunked on you.
This conversation served as an incentive for Jordan, and as he himself often says, I took that personally. During the 1997 playoffs, in the series between the Chicago Bulls and the Atlanta Hawks, Jordan would proceed to do the following.
Michael get a hold for the fresh shot clock. MJ. Oh, he did it! Michael shakes the finger, but he finally got his dunk on Mount Mutombo.
The finger wag was Mutombo's signature move. It always came up after a block, as a synonym for not in my house. However, Mutombo got his wish, and Jordan told him to stick his finger where the sun don't shine. Jordan had beef with the Detroit Pistons. From the 1988 playoffs to the 1990 playoffs, the Bad Boys dismantled the Bulls. That roster was unique, and they bullied opposing players. They were led by Isaiah Thomas and Bill Laimbeer, and Detroit beat Chicago once in the conference semifinals and twice in the East Finals, becoming the nemesis of MJ's young career. However, the Bulls always showed sportsmanship and respect, and always congratulated the Pistons on their victories by shaking hands. Unfortunately, when the Bulls finally beat them in 1991, Isaiah Thomas decided not to show the same sportsmanship towards the Bulls players. The consequences of this behavior were disastrous for Thomas's legacy, and Jordan was not a fan of Isaiah.
And they called me to ask me to play. Rod Thornton called me and said, Rod, I won't play with Isaiah Thomas on the team. He assured me, he said, you know what? Chuck that one, Isaiah. So Isaiah's not going to be a part of the team.
If you didn't hear, he said, I don't want to play if Isaiah Thomas is on the team.
That dream team was the greatest national team in basketball history, and being left off of it was a major blow to Isaiah on an emotional level. On The Last Dance, Jordan denies that this conversation had taken place. But thanks to the fact that it is recorded, we can see how Jordan was present in the decision of the USA team to leave him out of the Olympics.
I respect Isaiah Thomas's talent. To me, the best point guard of all time is Magic Johnson, and right behind him is Isaiah Thomas. No matter how much I hate him, I respect his game. Now, it was insinuated that I was asking about him, but I never threw his name in there. Based on the environment and the camaraderie that happened on that team, it was best harmony. Would Isaiah made a different feeling on that team? Yes. You want to attribute it to me? Go ahead, be my guest. But it wasn't me.
A player who was on that dream team was Magic Johnson, considered by many as the best point guard in history. Magic went on the Jimmy Kimmel Show to share a story about the dream team during the 1992 Olympic Games. The Lakers legend said during Team USA practices, his coach would divide the players into East and West for scrimmages. Chicago and Los Angeles were in different conferences, and Magic always faced Jordan. In this scrimmage game, being up 12-2, Johnson started talking some trash to Michael Jordan.
Did you ever get involved in trash talk with Jordan?
Thanks a lot, Jimmy.
I just wonder, because you don't seem like a trash talking kind of guy
I'm
to
not.
me.
And I never talk trash, but one time in my entire life.
With Jordan?
With Jordan.
Oh, all right.
First ever time ever talking trash. So we're with the dream team.
Okay.
And for 3 days in a row, we had came into a tie because what Coach Daly did, he split the team up East versus West. So Barkley, Jordan, Larry Bird, Pippen, and Patrick Ewing all played in the East.
Wow.
And then we had the West guys, myself, David Robinson, Malone, Mullen. This is the 4th day. And we got out on them about 12-2. And I said, I'm gonna really rattle his chain. So I went over there, tapped him on the shoulder and said, hey, man, if you don't turn into Air Jordan, we're gonna blow you out today. Jimmy, his eyes got big. Usually that tongue come about right here, now it's way out. He broke the huddle, he hit a 3, and he's looking at me. So he came down again, hit another 3.
Magic made the same mistake that plenty of others have made with Jordan, and that is talking trash to him. As he explained, Jordan became Air Jordan and pulled off some aerial acrobatics, and just for fun, he hit some three-pointers with his tongue hanging out like an excited dog salivating outside a car window. It looks like he showed Johnson some magic of his own. Another player who played during the 90s but didn't make the final roster was Reggie Miller. The current commentator is probably the best player in the history of the Indiana Pacers, a team that also shared a conference with the Bulls. In addition to being a great shooter, Reggie was an expert at trash talking. During his career, he was one of the few players who was able to get on Michael Jordan's nerves.
They're going to have some because it really gets clogged in the middle. Pippen going down inside. Smith shut him off, and Davis picks up the loose ball. Out to Richardson. 1-on-2, 1-on-3. Couldn't get it. And put back. No, it did fall. Now Michael Jordan and Reggie Miller having a go at it. And I mean, we get fist throwing. Here come the benches. Bo Hill is out there. Bill Jackson's going out there. There'll be fines handed out all over the place here. But more importantly, what in the world ignited this? I didn't catch it. I didn't either. Reggie Miller is irate.
But MJ knew exactly what Reggie Miller was like. When he was a rookie, he went to an exhibition game against the Bulls legend. On the Jimmy Kimmel Show, Reggie explains how during that exhibition game, he made a great first half while defending against Jordan. However, he made the mistake of telling him something that he should never have told him.
It happened, I started talking as soon as I got into the league, but I had a bad experience.
What was the bad experience?
Well, my rookie year, we were playing the Chicago Bulls, and this is Michael Jordan's 3rd or 4th year in.
Okay.
And we were playing the next exhibition game in some obscure place. And most veterans do not like to play in exhibition games. They want to get to the real thing. I'm a wide-eyed, energetic rookie, and we're playing this exhibition game, and Michael's going through the motion. And Chuck Person, who's on my team, who's a trash talker as well, is like, can you believe Michael Jordan, the guy everyone's talking about, who's supposed to be able to walk on water, you're out here killing him, Reg. This is in the first half. He's like, you should be talking to him. He's like, you know, you're right, Michael, who do you think you are? The great Michael Jordan? That's right, there's a new kid on town, right? Kind of looks at me and starts shaking his head. So at half, I have 10, and he has 4 points, right? And I'm doing all this talking. He's like, okay. Into the game in the second half, he ended up with 44, and I ended up with 12. So he outscored me 40-2. And as he's walking off, he's like, be sure and be careful, you never talk to Black Jesus like that.
A phrase that Reggie would never forget. At least Reggie enjoyed a long career with the Pacers, becoming the greatest three-point shooter in NBA history during his 18-year career. However, in our next story, we'll talk about a player who didn't have a very long one. In fact, he was for many a big disappointment. O.J. Mayo was the number 3 overall pick in the 2008 draft and was considered one of the best high school players. However, at one of Michael Jordan's own basketball camps, Mayo was feeling himself, and with a name like OJ, he felt that he was murdering people on the court. Basket here, three-pointer there, and he felt Jordan was too old to defend him. It was lesson time, and Jordan took it upon himself to embarrass Mayo in front of all his students. Unfortunately, this Mayo left a bad taste in his mouth, but you can tell he loved every second of embarrassing that kid.
In front of my camp, he starts this thing about, you can't guard me, you can't do this. You know, I got my campus here, so obviously I can't really go where I want to go because of my camp. So I stop the camp, send the kids to bed. We go back to playing. And he starts his whole thing, you know, that you can't guard me, you can't do this. So from this point on, it's a lesson. And from that point on, it was a lesson. He never won a game. I posted him up. I did everything. If I can ever show you that film, and if you can ever ask him that, ask him about the thing that happened at my camp.
Jordan doesn't appreciate trash talkers who can't back it up. A similar thing happened to Corey Benjamin, a rookie drafted by the Bulls in the 1999 draft. Jordan had retired a year earlier from basketball at the age of 35. But when he heard the rookies say he could beat him one-on-one, he put on his sneakers and showed up at the end of a Chicago Bulls practice. There's nothing to really see here, folks. It's just a teacher beating up one of his students, mentally and physically, for being arrogant. Unfortunately for Corey, just 4 seasons later, he was out of a job in the NBA. Coincidentally, in the same season that Jordan decided to retire from basketball for good. Jordan is the best player of all time, and these have been 6 times Michael Jordan embarrassed his opponents.